ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Mr. Anthony Show. Damn it, let's go. What? Y'all already know what it is, baby. Come on, man. Let's do some more fireworks, man. It's the 4th, man. It's the day after the 4th, actually, when I'm recording this, man. So I appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of the Mr. Anthony Show. And you know, before I go on and say another word out of my mouth, I gotta start and end with the love for the people. Because it ain't about me. It's about y'all. So I always gotta show love for the people. Because of y'all, I do what I do. And I appreciate all the love and support that everyone has given me. We started the Mr. Anthony Show April 10th, 2025. I'm coming to you right now recording on July the 5th, 2025. So a little over 2.5 months since we started the Mr. Anthony Show. We have just surpassed 50,000 views on YouTube and currently and counting like 2,200 subscribers in a little over 2.5 months. And it's all because of the love for the people. So I don't say this to brag, boast in any way at all. I love doing this, and I appreciate and love the fact that you all appreciate and show that you enjoy the content that we bring here on the Mr. Anthony Show, and we will continue to do so. And we got another one for you, a good one. This is going to touch on 2 very high-level topics that I believe anyone can relate to. So let's get this show started. Here's topic number 1.
Most dudes who on they square and pursuing their business and walking in there and what they supposed to, them is not asking your body count.
To a real man.
Body count matters to dudes who not in the count.
Ooh. No, he didn't.
I've never met a man who's had the, and ladies, I'm not saying it's like y'all easy. I've never met a man who had the ability to actually be with the woman that he wanted. Because most dudes with the women they got access to, not the women they want. I don't know a lot of men who with the women they want, who be worried about who else she. I got money. I know the spots. I can take you wherever the rest of them niggas take you. I'm confident in what I got. I'm not worried about who else you with. Only a dude who not on his square is worried about community. I can say a Just Mike. I can say an Ace Metaphor. I'm looking at some of the nodding in the room. I don't even roll in the community that you was handing that out to. I don't. The dudes who happy and want to point the finger like, oh, I f***ed her. That don't shop where I shop.
He said, that nigga don't shop where I shop. Come on, man. I love this dude. That dude right there, my man brings it every rip. There's yet to be a clip that this man has been on that I haven't nodded my head to, like, no doubt that I had to agree with him on. And this one, he put the nail in the coffin on this one. Because come on, man. How many virgins do y'all know that ain't your children? Come on, man. Not saying that they don't exist, that they ain't out there, but come on. Come on. I mean, hell, you could start putting the body count together on some people. All you got to do is, if they got children, how many of them you got? And hell, some people rolling around here more than 5. And I'm not knocking you if you do. I'm just saying. You know? And it doesn't mean each one of the kids was by somebody else and you got 5 baby mamas or 5 baby daddies. I mean, either way, at least you got one in the count right there, even if they came from all one person. But nonetheless, none of this matters, right? It's all about the individual person that you're dealing with. Ain't nobody out here perfect like that. That's unrealistic. And you have to be insecure to be worried about what somebody else did prior to you. Now, I don't want to keep hearing it out of your mouth. You know what I'm saying? About what you did with other folks and in my other relationship. No, don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's okay. It's okay to share. But when it becomes a little, you know what I mean, over the top and it's coming up too much. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone reminisces and if you with someone who's secure, male or female, if you're secure, you know what I mean? You can handle having discussions with people about their previous relationships. And you can actually learn something from this sort of information. And then you also have to take into consideration if that person was open enough to expose and share that type of information about their previous relationships with you, man, that means that person's first and foremost feeling you, secondly, trust you. And trust that you're going to take this information for what it is that they're giving it to you for, which is just to share and so that you can feel and understand their emotion behind it. And maybe even just how it impacted them overall and where they are now. You know what I mean? And also to not use this information in a way to benefit you, as in using it later as artillery. So all of this comes full circle with what my man said. He is talking about body count in particular. Yes. But if the concept alone of what happened before me, because body count is prior to you, right? Prior to me, then you need to be worried about all the other shit that they may have did outside of just having sex with other people. You know what I mean? You might as well not date nobody if you're running around here worried about body count or what people did before they got with you. Obviously, you don't want to be dating no damn, no mass criminal. But I'm just saying, what people have done prior to you doesn't have anything really to do with you to a certain degree. It's good to know people's past because it helps you kind of think about where they may want to be in the future. But you have to give everybody a clean slate. You have to give everyone, in my opinion, a clean slate to build on. If you're going to be with them or be in a relationship or whatever it is, it can be business. You know, he's talking about body count, so he's talking about sexual. But just think about, well, and if you finna hire somebody to work for you, to work for your business, you look at their resume. You say, damn, they got 7 jobs in the last 7 years. So you jump around. I see here, sir, ma'am. You don't stay nowhere longer than a year. I see. You know what I mean? So body count in this case is job count, right? In this scenario, body count, how many people you done had sex with, how many people, different companies you don't work for. You know what I mean? An employer, if I'm going to hire you and pay you for a service, yeah, I'm digging all off into your background. Like, yo, I don't think you a good fit because you don't seem to be committed to nothing. But if we want to look at it in the perspective of my man talking about sex, like, yo, yeah, I done had my fair share of people too. So how I'm going to judge you? Come on, man. It's a level of insecurity, period. If you worried about what somebody else or who somebody else done been with prior to you, if you secure in you, you strong in who you is, then just take the situation. If you want to even deal with this young lady, if you thinking about that, then you need to just, you know what I'm saying, join the priesthood. You know what I'm saying? Go celibate. Whatever you got to do, just get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be holding up a young lady or a young man that is meant for somebody else, and you in the way. You wasting their time and your time. Mosey on about your business. Straight up. Go read a book. But either way, if you secure in who you are, my brother, if you secure in who you are, my sister, don't worry about what that other person did. Show them what you about. Show them what you bring to the table. And then go from there. But you got to love that brother, man. Straight up. Every time he drop, it's a jewel. Let's move on to topic number 2.
See, you can win in life, but you know what your problem is? You keep embrace all the bullshit. You hold on to all the bullshit. You make the bullshit your family, the bullshit conversations, the bullshit relationships, the bullshit environments. You can't let the bullshit go. When you keep saying, oh, I wanna go. No, you ain't gonna never go until you let the bullshit go. Let me rewind that. Let me bring that beat back. You ain't gonna never go until you let that bullshit go. You keep holding on to the bullshit. Let it go. Let the bullshit conversations go. Let the bullshit people go. Let the bullshit environments go. You know this environment is not gonna add value to you, but you stay in the bullshit environments. Let that bullshit go. When you gonna stop playing, huh? When you gonna stop making love to the bullshit, huh? When you gonna cut off your relationships with the bullshit? When you gonna start being a winner? In order to grow, in order to go, you gotta let the bullshit go. It's just like
Shout out to Wallow267 on this one, man. He dropped a mad jewel on this one. I'm a firm believer in that we're a product of our environment. Like he said, let the bullshit go. Let the bullshit people go. Let the bullshit conversations go. Let the bullshit people go. You know, these environments that you in don't bring you value, but you choose to stay in these environments. You got to let it go. In order to glow, you got to let the bullshit go. Shout out to Wallow267 on that one. And man, he nailed it. Why do we stay in environments that we can just leave? We just stay there for no reason. Or the reasoning behind it really is not a reason, more of an excuse. More than anything. And this goes for relationships, business. I mean, you can tag this to anything. Anything at all. These are choices that we're making that we have total control of. If there's friendships that are not bringing you value, you have to reassociate. You have to maneuver and change the dynamic of the relationship. Either let it go completely or you readjust it and put it in its proper place. I'm a firm believer that you can still, be cool with everybody to a certain degree. You just have to prioritize it. But if they're not bringing any value whatsoever, there's just nothing there at all, then why stay? Or if there's boundaries that you've set that continuously get crossed and disrespected, then why stay? We do more damage to ourselves than others do to us because of blind loyalty. You have to understand that there's levels to that. At some point, you have to think about yourself. A lot of times we'll stay in a relationship or a marriage or whatever it may be for the sake of the kids. But we know the environment is toxic. Who wants the kids to see you and the mom or or vice versa? The mom could be in the toxic situation and, just having issues with the other party involved, man. With the other parent in front of the kids. That doesn't set the right example at all. I would rather them see us not in the same household versus in the same household going at each other's throats. It's not a good environment. In order to glow, you got to let the bullshit go. And when it's time to leave, you just got to know when to. And this is anything, y'all. Don't take it as if this is just on some relationships. No, this is just take a scenario and apply it to it. Apply that to any scenario. In order to glow, you got to let the bullshit go. We struggle with this. We struggle with this. Everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Everyone struggles with this. So it's a conscious decision we all have to make for ourselves. And at some point, we got to know when our time is up. When the time is up, you got to throw in the towel and get out. You got to make a move. Think about you and then go. Because you can't even be supportive. You can't even be productive. You can't help those that who depend on your aid and assistance if you don't have yourself right. Self-work, self-love. You gotta do it. You have to do it. Can't make someone else happy if you're not happy, man. At some point, you're gonna burn out. You gotta know when to let the bullshit go. Move on with your life because there's more planned for you. If you think the situation is hard and you just can't get through it, always know there's someone in a worse situation than you, and also know that you're still alive for a reason. But you got to have the self-confidence and self-love to understand that and continue to press forward and know when it's time to go. You got to know it. Ah, man, that's a heavy one. Shout out once again to Wallow267 on that one. These topics today ring volumes, ring very loud, and I believe in any community, because there's no reason for any of these things to be happening when you have absolute total control of them. Absolute total control of them. You know, and the motto is what? Control the controllables. And these are things that we can control. We can control all of it. So don't let it take advantage of you. Use it to your advantage. Don't worry about someone else and what they did before you, because you have a history as well. Don't stay in environments that you know that you can just leave, that are not bringing you value. Just leave. Just leave. I appreciate y'all sticking with me to the end of this episode. And it's all because of you. Is why I do what I do. So as you all hear me say at the beginning of every episode, we always gonna start and end with the love for the people. Because it ain't about me. It's about y'all. And without y'all, there's no me. So please keep up the support for the Mr. Anthony Show. We'll continue to keep bringing the heat and these valuable topics that we can talk about and put out some positive energy into the atmosphere. We need more love in the world. And that's what we're about here on the Mr. Anthony Show. Until next time, I hope you and yours are blessed. Salute to you. And see you on the next episode.